Mic check. Good afternoon, YouTubians. Welcome back to the channel. Working on Boba Fett. And today we're going to take off all this red, or the stencils or the mask that covers the red. First, add the patina or distress to that. Fill in the details on this. Fill in the details on this. And then it will be ready for clear coat. So with no more delay, check out the new helmet I display. So, probably should have my glasses. And it is. Pull this off. See that red? That's that bright red. I'm doing this right. Hope I'm not getting ahead of myself. So when I remove this one, or these pieces, I need to reuse these. So, because I need to put a highlighted edge on the top and center piece. Ooh, I think we need to add the distress first. So we'll put these to the side, save those for later on this afternoon. And we'll pull the rest of these off. Because I can pull this off too. Need to pull this off because it's got to have a drop shadow put on that. Muy bueno. Do this side. These off. Actually, I kind of want to leave that one intact. I gotta use that for a drop shadow, but I'll pull this one off. Going all the way across. And need that for that drop shadow. I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. Save that in case I need it. I'm going to put a detail black drop shadow there. And then we can go through and start adding patina, and then I'll do the edge highlight there later. So, I guess vamonos. I think I'm going to protect this area here. Because when there's a decent amount of patina here, I don't want it to get in the black, so I don't have to go and retouch it. And also when I put the white highlight, yeah, there like that. like that. Wonder if how this arc measures up for this. Oh yeah, I can reuse that to do that patina there. Just put a piece of tape there. And just protecting some areas, as you can see here, because I'm going to go in and blot in some patina, and don't really want to have to backtrack and repaint the areas that weren't protected. Right there. If I can get this tape to bend. There. Kind of as so. Maybe a little bit better here. And we can go in with the debris or the patina, the distress, whatever you want to call it. So I will just use what we got here. A little bit of white. And of course, I will be right back. Open this up. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This area, white, some white, some white, right around there. And some gray. Looking at it, and turn the camera. There's a decent amount down here. See how why we protected that now? Would have been all over the black and had to repaint it. So, kind of saves us a step, and a little bit up here. And then we add up here a little bit of a pull down there. And this will all be cut out, so I'm not protecting that. And right up at this corner, there's a decent amount. And then some around there. And then it's going to be right above that. And I need to protect that top edge. Try it with this. I'll be using that. I think I got some other blues. I got a bunch of this tape here. This will bend a little bit better. I got some great deals on tape from National Tool Warehouse. You go to their clearance section, they have this stuff as low as like 70 cents a roll. And it's good just for temporary, you know, nothing with, you don't need too crazy of an adhesive, and it's just so cheap. No qualms about just using it for a second then throwing it away. We protect that whole area there, right? And then go through with our blotter. Add some white to the top. Carry this part up. And heavy in there. And then heavy here at the bottom. And then over here at the scratch. And then all the way around. And then back here all the way to that edge almost. And just kind of filling it in. There's a lot here. On the I might got too much. And it carries all right down in here. Pretty heavy. A little bit there. Then down here it's pretty prominent. Sorry, I'm not talking very loud, but and then the areas where I can add some that I feel like the original stencil failed me a little bit, so I'll just add that there. There's some. And without overdoing it, little prominent white here. And then in this area. In this area. And then this area. And nothing really much there. A little bit of gray. Mix up some, put a little bit of gray in there towards this part. And at the top, there's that. And there is some gray over here. And I think, see how that looks over here. There's not a whole lot going over here. Just kind of fill in the voids a little bit. And that's pretty much it for that. There's a little bit here. Some there. And on the other side, there's just a little bit. Right in there. All right, and then on the, let's see, we got some, all this whole edge there. Ooh, that whole edge is, so we gotta protect that edge. How high does that go up? It just stops right there, so let's protect this edge. And then I think it just goes right on that edge all the way up. Right? And then on this back side, add a little bit. And then around here, decent amount right up in this area. And then just a little bit of here. And there's that. And then yeah, there's quite a bit of and then I'll go in, we'll go to the airbrush booth and I can do this line here real quick. Airbrush booth. Meet you there. Ugh. Let's see, I adjusted the camera angle, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Better? Yeah, that's better. A little bit of detail black right here, this area, just to drop this down. All right, a little bit of separation. That's that there. Add that little bit of debris that's supposed to be back there. I need my reference here. There's that. Down here a little bit. That should be good. And maybe just a little on the red. Nothing too crazy. All right, so that's done. We can go through and then add these edge highlights there. Pull this off. Leave that on. These come off. That was, did that just peel that off? That blue's a lot stickier. Oh no. It's the first time I've ever used that paint, but it seemed, might have been a little bit destructive on that one part. I better go touch that up real quick. And how will I do with that? Find me a curve that looks good. I had one just the other day. Here it is. This is my multiple. Yep, that's not the one that I need. I need the opposite end of that. This. See how this originally once started, I think? It might have been from that. I don't know. Maybe not. I think I had a different one. Yeah, there is a curved arch one. Which is this. I think this is where this came from. years and years ago. So I'll just touch this up temporarily, or not permanently. That edge protected. Go in here. There's that. And I'll just soften up this edge a little bit. And then with this, can't remember how we did that. I think how did we produce that 3D effect on that? I'll have to look. I think it's on my Mandalorian. Yeah. You can kind of see it. Yeah. That's to produce that. Edge there. And then bring this side. Like that. And like that. Did we go over to this side with that? Yeah, we did. Alright, so on this one, to get this exact arc, and it's parallel, I could probably get it close with this, but it's not going to leave the crisp edge like I want. And I'd have to keep moving it and moving it and moving it. That's how I used to do it. But now I just use this stencil that I peeled off earlier. There's two of them. And I will reapply that about 3/16 of an inch down and offset, about a 3/16 offset on both the axes, I guess, X and Y, just like that. And then instead of doing a solid line all to the end, it'll taper off, so giving the impression that the highlight does, you know, is consistent with that of what a shadow would be. The absence of light therefore would produce. And then for this area, there's going to be a corner, so it's going to have a highlight there, so I'll just use a straight edge, make that extra bright, right? And then from there, just run it until it tapers out, and then just brighter here at the corner. Right, and then all the way down. And if you're not sure how your paint is flowing, it's better just to go where it doesn't matter and get a little test before you start shooting. That way you don't end up making a mistake that's going to slow you down. So there, I think we've adequately reproduced that thickness. And as you'll see, it'll come together once all this middle part is cut out. But That way the patina is also included in the edge there, and you can kind of see that. So there's that, and then we want to do a little bit of a detail black, right? Because this piece is actually elevated off of the, has a more of a thickness than the red stripe, so just create some elevation differences. And there's that. And then if I want, you know, kind of, if you got too bright a white, you can go and tone down some of the patina, or just give it a little bit, you know, whatever you want to do to it. I'll put a scrape if you want, shoot it out, whatever you want to do. So with that done, I think all we really need to do is this area here and the other side like this. This one's going to be, this one's pretty simple, has a semicircle arch. I guess that's what a semicircle is. It's an arch, white, it's got a little design in it, thin line, then it's the peak is here, and then it gradually reduces. So put a highlight on that peak and maybe some shadow on here to create the illusion that it comes to like a peak, not a steep peak, but comes out like this. Okay, and the yellow, we'll pull off this yellow side, and this side is going to have another arch, black and white arch, and then an aluminum colored edge, some sort of COM port design, I guess. Not a huge Star Wars fan, so pardon me for my lack of terminology. But yeah, that's all that really is going to need to complete this design, so it'll go pretty quick. Let's go back to the helmet stand in here. And if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it. So we have stencils for this area here. And I know a lot of this stuff would be easy just to probably freehand or use a hard edge stencil or a hard stencil. But this is all this is. Not sure if you can see it. Sorry, I apologize for the and it'll put that white line right in the middle, and it'll be a consistent, it will be a consistent width all the way through, parallel to the sides. And that's how I achieve uniformity, is like how the, you know, I used to get comments about how I make every helmet look close to the same. Well, now you know. It's just the same process, just a different helmet, basically. So I got a wrinkle in this, and I don't know why. But I'll just shoot some white on that, right? And then this side I do the arch first. So we will need the arch pieces. And this is it right here. Looks like this. Gonna go right here. all these curves that can make it difficult to maintain the original shape of the stencil, but you have to just eyeball it. And what I'll probably do, well, I'll just leave it as is. It'll be fine. See if I can tuck this down, make it. And if it's giving you hard times, just freaking put some heat on it. Like I'm about to do. Not too much heat, not too fast either, because it will completely shrivel up your, you know what, your stencil. Right? And to conform to this jump a little bit. Hopefully there's no distortion. All right, hold it in place. That should be decent. And then we got another one here. I think what I'll do is because it stops in a weird place, and sometimes there's small discrepancies when lining this up, and I don't want it to draw attention, so I'm just going to end that stencil there with a piece of tape, and I think ultimately it'll look cleaner. So just hit this right there with some tape, and then protect the surrounding area from overspray. Do like this, like this. And this is some more of that cheap tape. I think this was like $1.40 a roll. Home Depot will charge you about freaking $6. So the way the economy is, it pays to shop around, and when you find a good deal, to buy in bulk. And just like that. So this will all be, I'll just hit this part with white. Then there'll be a stencil that goes over that. Then I'll paint everything in here black. So white, put the stencil all black, hit this with white, and then I got a design that's going to arch over that, and it's going to be white. And we are getting almost done with this. Let's go to the airbrush booth, and I'll meet you there. Here we go. I would actually like to use a, so I just got this one piece. It's like a backwards R, kinda, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Backwards lowercase r, right? And it'll all be white. I'll have to protect that white, otherwise it'll pull up. And this here is just basic. Right, like that. Now I got, so this maintains the optimal, or the correct width. There are little pieces that kind of hold it in, but you can't even really even see them. So basically, let me just this with some white, right? Take our straight edge, need a long straight edge like this one, and I can hit it with some detail black, and that will give it the shape that I'm shooting for. Right? Just as so. I'm not sure if you can see it. But let me go and protect all these areas with some clear, and then we'll be ready for the stencil. In the clear coat booth, there she is. See that dent? It's looking 3D as 3D can get. If it was any more 3D, it'd be floating in the air. And this highlighted edge, you can see it's achieving its desired effect. Let me go ahead and hit this with some clear to protect our last airbrush layer. Like that. And this one, like that. Let me expedite that process with some heat. And we'll be right on track. Right on beat. Boom, 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 boom. The urethane dries pretty fast, so it doesn't take much. Water-based paint. You got to get all that water out of there. So that's done. That's ready. So, time for, I'm sorry, here we go. Let me switch views. And if you haven't already. Here we go. Here's our other stencil. And this will be, is that right? Is it all white? It's all white and then it's black. Yeah, I should need my lid. So with that center line there, that helps me position what I need, and helps with the symmetry. Somebody once told me the world's gonna roll me. All right, a little bit of heat. Apply some tape to protect the protect from overspray. Oh yeah, that went on good. I like it when the stencils go on good. Very nice. I need that Borat effect sample. Add that to the stream. Surrounding area is protected. Overspray, going to be hitting it with white. We don't want to contaminate the surrounding areas with overspray, especially white, being this is a dark helmet. I can hit that with the white. Now to the other side, multitasking right here. La-da-dee. What is it? Where's that piece at that I need? Oh, it's right here. So, remember that backwards R I was telling you about? For a half an N? And it just goes on there right like that. And it sits so flush, I'm not even bother heating it. And then I'll just go in with black. When I pull that off, guess what color it's going to be? You got it. You're with me. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do those things. To the paint booth. Or the airbrush booth. Here we are. Got that ready. Wish that went down a little bit more. See, I feel like I can improve this because we're gonna get overspray underneath this if I don't put a little bit of an incision. I mean, there's still gonna be some, but this will reduce it by at least half, maybe. Get it to press down. got something to press it down with. I got a million of these shields. They're never where I need them to be. All right, so I might even just, as I am doing this, to protect those areas in which I did slice. See what happens. This will be black. It's getting hotter out here. Comment in the section where you guys live at. Or don't. There we go. I think we got full coverage. With that, this area has got to be white. So look how fast that colors that in. How can you not be in love with the airbrush? There we go. That's all whited in. That part is done. Let's go back to the airbrush stand and work on the next one. Actually, let's go ahead and seal this up. I think I can seal up that white without, or just heating this white. It's such a small stencil and I don't even have to heat it, so I don't think I need to treat it. It won't pull any. The white has a lot more adhesion qualities than the detailed or the transparent or just the normal, the opaques, I guess. They say they can even be used as a plastic, a primer on plastic. I don't know. I like to use the urethane primer. So this can all be pulled off, I believe. Right? Because we're going to work on the silver part next. So that's off of there. And there's our T looking crispy. And we'll pull this reverse R. And that's white. The silver will be down here somewhere. And then there will be, and this is also a, well, you'll see. Got to create some shadows and highlights and drop shadows. This one is ready for its second part of the stencil, and yes, I could, oops, sorry about the, so we got this yellow, sorry, I forgot to, keep on forgetting to switch back. So we do have a little bit of overspray here, which, and there, but I can clean it up because I haven't sealed it, and I'll try to do that here in a second. But here's the other stencil, and this is just going to be the black part, and it should just fill this in perfectly, and the placement will be spot on. Right there. No need, because everything's already masked off. Don't really have to worry about any extra overspray. Yes, I could have done that, but if you look at this is such a simple little thing to paint. But if you had to, you know, paint those you know, free they're gonna look fuzzy. They're not gonna look crisp, and you know, I mean, it's a time thing. So we have some overspray here. It's water-based paint. So what I can do actually to clean that up, I haven't sealed it now, is I can take a little bit of glass cleaner and just, I need my glasses. Is what I need. These glasses are dirty. We'll try them. So, see how you guys can see. I don't think, I did seal that black. I sealed the black before, no, I sealed the white. I just did the black. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this doesn't work. It's just kind of hard to believe. And I need some sort of something. Maybe this would work. Get up under there better. There, we cleaned it up. A little bit better. Oh, some red there. Some yellow, and touch that up. Sometimes you can even add a little bit of, because there's so much patina on this, you can add patina in the areas that you need to clean up. Sorry I'm talking so quietly, but it's kind of an intricate part of it. So, yeah, that's not. And I just. Let me go find something. I'll be right back. So I got this little knife or screwdriver that it will improve my accuracy, I believe. Even got some red, but I can touch that up. So anyway, normally I do that at the end, but that's just touching it up a little bit. Showing you how to clean up if you do have some unfortunate overspray. So leave that there like that. And then there is this piece, which is silver. And this can be freaking dangerous because it can be dangerous because that metal flake, it wants to go everywhere. The coarse aluminum. So I think I normally will put this like right in here. It's so there's that, and then we got all this extra here. I'm gonna have to figure out something for. Could just slice it, which is probably what I'll do, because if I don't, when I heat it, we're gonna have some distortion, and this is, and we'll just do it just like that. Right? Heat it up. Use my cheap blue tape. Protect the areas. I might have to go double, because this, like I said, the coarse silver, metallic silver, silver base, whatever you want to call it, it just likes to get airborne. And I got this new mask stuff. This was like hella cheap too. National Tool Warehouse. This will protect from overspray. I'll just slice out a piece. Gosh, I got this stuff super cheap. Like 92 cents. This stuff is outrageously expensive. Well, I mean, not crazy or anything, but for what it is expensive, but it comes in handy. And I just need a small piece. That way I won't get a bunch of metallics all over my base coat, if any do get airborne. Fantastic. All right, so let me cut another piece, and then I'll just lay it over the top. Tears pretty easy. This stuff might even be thicker than the last stuff I had. And we can hold it in place with whatever we got. Right? Just like that. That's going to protect this. Sorry, you guys can't see it. Let me switch to the clear coat booth. Just like that. It's going to protect the rest of the helmet. If it was just white, I wouldn't worry about it, but going with white, neutralize the base. Right, just like that. Then we got some silver. See how it's flowing today. Flowing decent. And then just in with a nice silver. and it works. I see a little piece of glitter right there, but yeah, that's doing just fine. That's going to be all right. So we'll go back in with the positive stencils. This area is going to be black, and then there's a radiator type effect, I guess, or a vented louver effect that's on that. And then we'll put a drop shadow, and then I think we got a couple triangles to put there, but it's almost done. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please comment, share, like, whatever you can do. Appreciate you. Life is good, man. Time is limited. Make the most out of it. Sorry, I go into preacher mode sometimes. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull this off. You don't want to try to reuse a contaminated piece of plastic or tape or anything, because it will find its way back into your painting. Absolutely. Oh, sorry, switch views. So, oh, I can go do that one black. I'll meet you at the airbrush booth. Airbrush booth. Go this away. Let me just hit this with a little bit of heat. Make sure that all that paint's dry. And going back to the airbrush booth, just going to put in that black design on this side right here. It's opaque. Look how easy this is. Not too heavy. And that's it. Pull it off at the next station. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this silver with some clear, because that stuff, it can be hard to stick to because it's so coarse. There's that. And back at the helmet stand, let's do this this reveal. So satisfying. And then the two-part. And there it is. It's on there, it's painted. Kind of see. That's all there really is to that one. And then there's this one. And we have the stencils right here. Gotta go back, cover these up. It's just a game of patience, really. That's all it is. You know, how much time you're willing to take to make it look great. And in this case, just putting out an optimal product. I've seen some people do this design, and you know, it's not a bad attempt. I have some bad helmets out there. Everybody's got some bad paint jobs. You got to start somewhere, people. And I'm not trying to put anybody down, but this is just where I'm aiming, right? I'll just run this all the way down because I need this. I'll be doing some more shading down here. So and all the way to there. right? And that can be blocked in. See if the heat will make it stick a little better. And then there's also this, let me grab my so with this area, well, I think this one is a little different. I don't know where this version came from, but this is basically it. It's got a little bit of patina on it, but that's it. You can see how it's kind of triangulated, or it comes to a peak right here in the middle, and we got to mimic that effect. So dark on this side, light on this side, a little bit of debris down that edge, and then this radiator type effect right there. That's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and, where's that triangle? I got a triangle that gives me the perfect drop shadow on here, right? Put this on here like this. And make sure that pretty close to about the same, just like that. All right, off to the airbrush booth. Blacken this in. Got paint tip dry. Right. That's in. All right, a little bit of dark right here, and then gradiate it down. This will give us the perfect drop shadow effect right there. And we did get a little bit of overspray. We'll clean that up. So that's done. We just got to do that one. We got to seal this all up real quick. Actually, let me try to clean this area. I got some overspray right here. BRB. And just like that, it's gone. We'll be adding some patina to it. Some patina here. Only had to put some there. So there's that. We'll add in that radiator effect. Let's go ahead and seal it. I think we're getting pretty close. Just a couple more things. Let's do a quick seal of this. And I'll meet you at the airbrush stand. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Back at the airbrush stand. See, we got that drop shadow going. We can add in, let me go ahead and make sure that this is tacked up. Yeah, it's still a little tacky. That's good. And then this radiator, vented louver effect. See that? Put it right there. Excuse me. At Taco Bell. It's trying to come back up. All right, so we'll put that in. And as always, you got to protect from overspray. So see how much tape you end up going through. I mean, if I really tried hard, I could do it, but without any overspray. But why even risk it? Just do it right, be done with it. So there's that. Let me just go ahead and do that. Oh, there's this other stencil here that I almost forgot. It's right on the forehead, and it's basically it's the universal. I don't know. Looks like turn signals because it's a turn signal indicator, and we'll put it right in the middle. It doesn't really show up that good, but it's part of the design. And I just aim right for the middle. There looks about. That was looking pretty good. Yeah. And I'll show you how I do that in the airbrush booth. Boom. That's done. Pull that off, right? Or no? Yes, that's done. What was I going to do over here? Oh, so this one's a little bit different. Just get a straight edge. Sorry, I got tape in my mouth. Do it with anything. I can even use this old stencil if I wanted to. Might as well. Repurposing. Right? I'll put a drop shadow here. It'll be super dark. Right? Trying not to get any overspray. Same thing on the other side. And then just some light. Around the perimeter of the triangle. And that's for that. It doesn't show up great, but it's there. Pull this off. And I am going to need some tape for this last part. I got some tape I can reuse. Perhaps. So remember there was that debris. I'm sorry, it's distress. Debris. Then there is. Put a little bit there. So let me just go ahead and grab some of that real quick. So along this edge there was some just some random paint chipping right here because I guess it's a raised edge. Maybe add some there, put some here, do some there, right? Maybe some in the areas that we wanted to be perfect that aren't, and then just kind of just scatter it. This one's a little heavy, I didn't, so we'll just blot that down. And I can add some highlights. There like that, and then on the opposite side, a little bit of shadowing, and that should achieve that effect like that. And we can go in, and this is transparent, yeah, okay. Give it a little bit of, just add some things. You know, a little bit of shadowing, the texture. Right? And maybe just a little bit of a highlight on this silver. It's a reflective and there we are. And that's pretty much going to conclude the old Boba Fett design. I'll do a spin around on the other camera, and then I don't know if you guys want to clear coat. Leave a message in chat if you want to watch me clear coat it. Nobody's in chat. 0 people. No viewers. Freaking love this. No, it's not about the results, I guess. It's just really about just giving back. God has given me so much. And, you know, for a long time, I never did anything but just showed the completed helmet. But there's an area I got to. That blue tape, dude, I tell you, it is, see, I got to go and touch this up. I better not use this tape. Stay away from this tape, not for paint. It's supposed to be a high performance tape that's supposed to stick extra good, and man, it does. So I just got that the other day. But yeah, I gotta go. It pulled some, I gotta go. I'll be right back. So there it is. Whoa. Chair tried to frickin', some ghost tried to pull that chair out from behind me. So yeah, that's about the look, the front, right? And here's what we're pretty much aiming for. Of course, if you've been watching, you've already seen that. But yeah, it's ready for clear coat. It will go through 2 different sessions of clear coat, like all my helmets, sometimes 3, if need be. And then, yeah, this one did pretty good. Pop all this stuff off, and I'm about to clear coat. Might as well. It's got to be done. You guys might as well stick with me. Drop a like, drop a comment, smash the like button, as they say. Now, when you're clear coating the perforated vinyl, it is absolutely important that you go through and do this prior to clear coat. Otherwise, all that paint that's underneath, it will bond to it, and you will have, you basically might as well start over. Ask me how I know. So I've got years and years, and not a lot of people use this stuff. So, you know, this should provide value for somebody. I mean, this is just for, I mean, you can ride with it, obviously, but it's for novelty purposes. You know, it's gives you the ability to achieve the appearance of your helmet that you wouldn't be able to on a normal shield, and still be able to see through it. So there that is. It's ready for clear coat. I've broken free from the bottom layer. This piece though will only be clear coated one time. Too much clear coat, it starts to fill in the holes, and that's no bueno. Put that in the drying cabinet so it remains dust free. I will put back on my hinge caps for the visor during the clear coat process. Right? Yes, sir. Man, somebody flying on one of them damn DUI bikes. I want to show you guys my whip, man. It's tight. It's right over there, but I don't have any mobile cameras. They're all on tripods. So, yeah, this baby's ready for clear. It looks good. I'm proud of this one. But yeah, I do charge more than, anybody else to say they can paint this probably. But as you can see, the process is consistent, and we did get overspray on that. That makes me mad. I'm gonna have to clean that up. But you can see that the process is consistent, and if you see one, I always aim to get better. So if you see one that on the website and you order one, it's probably an old one, and the process and the whatchamacallit has improved over the years. So yeah, had to knock off that overspray. That's no good. Just picking out any lint that I might have got on there. Okay, so yeah, it is. It's ready for clear coat. Let me go ahead and I'll let you guys marvel at this masterpiece while I set up the clear coat station. And it's pretty simple. What is that? How is there? What is that? How is that even in there? I don't even know what that's from. Does anybody else reuse their PPS liners? It's a disposable cup liner from 3M. I do a lot of clear coating, so it would be, I would have to raise my prices even more if I didn't reuse these. But yeah, so you can kind of see what all goes into one of my helmets by now on one of these last videos, and how they're priced, and how much time they take. So if you're thinking about painting one yourself, you only fail if you fail to try. Or you can buy one for me and save yourself the freaking hassle, because it is a hassle, people. Don't let anybody. It might be fun. You might find enjoyment in it, but I could do this. There'll be a lot of lessons learned that day, unless you watch my videos, of course. Maybe I can steer you clear from all those pitfalls. That's what giving back is all about, just helping people, being of service to others. I think I've been so holed up in this garage and isolated. I've shut myself off from the rest of the world, and I don't even really do social media much anymore. I just now this week started back on it. That's because I'm at I think a fork in the road, and I think that all signs are saying quit painting helmets. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing this for. I've definitely had my fill of it. I used to just marvel at them, like when I'd be done, just sit out in the wherever I was working and just stare and be amazed at like what I accomplished. And I don't have that anymore. And when that goes, man, I think that means the kind of the passion is a little bit gone. You know, I didn't never airbrush because I thought it was easy money. I airbrushed because I was mesmerized by the people that did it. You know, I know there's a guy up in Champaign. He airbrushes shirts, and he's just phenomenal. Um, and it's a show in itself just to watch them paint. There's a lot more entertaining to see somebody paint a shirt and be done with it than, going through this whole process of, you know, paint, seal, stencil, paint, seal, stencil, paint, seal, stencil, and it's just like, well, is it even art anymore? I mean, we are creating, but I don't know. It's done a lot of helmets, so many, but you know, not complaining, but sometimes you just feel like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. If you know what I'm saying, leave a comment and like and whatever. Anyway, I'm not good at this YouTube thing, and I don't think I'm going to get any better, so feel free to dislike every video on my channel. I'd like that, actually. No, kidding. Kidding. So, yeah, clear coat. Here we go. Be right back. I'll let you marvel at the other side for a minute. Or was it this side? There's the back. Look at the back side. Get this clear coat mixed up. What it's all about. Got me a mixing cup somewhere. Right there. I think we can get by with a... Let's do 150 mLs of clear, and then... Oh, that's too much. It's too much, bro. Let me dump some of that out. Right on. 150 ml. And I'll take that. This is a 2-to-1 clear coat, so run it all the way up to 225 ml, and we are there. And all I got to do is dump this in the gun, and we are ready to clear coat. You're about to see the magic happen, people. Hopefully not. Hopefully, well, that on there. Find the clear coat gun, which is the Iwata, the old trusty Iwata. Same people that make my airbrushes, so it only makes sense to clear with an Iwata. I like the Sadas too, don't get me wrong. Ugh, that sucks. It's happening already. Freaking PPS cup leaking. Try to tighten it down more. I can hear it leaking still. It's whatever. Yep. But that's kind of good because it doesn't have pressure in the pot, I guess. So, some lacquer thinner, clean my hands. Yes, sir. Here we go. We're ready for clear coat. I'm gonna throw this bad boy on there. First, I'm gonna do the shield. See if you guys. I don't know if you guys. Let me change the view. There we go. What happened? Oh, you can't even see it. I'm right here, doing the shield. You probably can't see, but it's here. This won't take long. Shield. Sure my settings are right on my gun. And there's half of the shield done. And the first coat of clear is done for the shield. Put that in the drying cabinet. Set this to the side. Bring that Boba Fett over here so you can get some shine. Boba Fett's about to turn into a diamond. It's on there. Boom. The good thing about this, if there's anything on there that can be blown off. Oh, it's looking good. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. All right. If there's any areas that need leveling, that's what I'm doing right now. Looks good to me. That crater looks pretty decent, don't it? That's that OD green. And that view is actually through a Logitech webcam. I think it's just a 1080p. I think I want a 4K one, but I can't spend any more money. Put that in the drying cabinet. And with that said, it's going to be another 15 more minutes. With that said, it's going to be another 15 more minutes. My apologies for the compressor. I need to get my sound situation figured out. So I need to run a compressor, I think. Like an audio compressor. So, sorry. Thanks for watching, everybody. I know it's still a train wreck, but it's just a small train wreck, right? And I go back to putting my mic on my hat. Maybe that'll be better. But thanks for visiting Airgraffix Paint Studio. Thanks for all the likes and the subscribes. And man, just love people as much as you can. Love is everywhere. It's in the air. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not, people? This world is all we got, and all we got is each other in this world, and the Mother Earth, and God. Anyway, I'm being silly. Love y'all. Peace. Illuminati. Whatever. Thanks again for watching. Come back and visit me soon. I'm lonely up in this. All right. Probably delete the stream.